We believe trains are common to us all. We've seen them, admired them, and traveled in them, and whenever we travel, we trust the train systems that they'll get us to our destination safely. Well, most of the time they do. But sometimes when luck isn't on our side, things go off track pretty quickly. Beautiful journeys turn into bloody disasters. Soothing sceneries turn into fire and smoke everywhere, and a dream ride turns into a nightmare. Here's a list of the 10 most tragic train disasters and derailments in known history. Let's begin. Number 10. Al-Ayat train disaster, Egypt, 2002. On February 20th, 2002, an 11-car passenger train was traveling from Cairo to Luxor when the Al-Ayat railway accident took place. 383 people reportedly died at the scene, all of them Egyptian. This estimate is thought to be off, though, given that 7 carriages were destroyed by fire and that each was loaded with at least twice as many passengers as the allowed 150 passengers. Number 9. Awash rail disaster, Ethiopia, 1985. 4 of the 5 carriages of a train that derailed at Awash on the Addis Ababa-Djibouti Railway on January 14, 1985, fell into a gorge, killing at least 428 people and injuring 500 of the estimated 1,000 passengers. It was the greatest train mishap to ever occur in Africa. The train is thought to have crashed because it was traveling too fast around a curve on a bridge over a ravine. Number 8. Torre del Beerzo rail disaster, Spain, 1944. On January 3, 1944, a train accident known as Torre del Beerzo rail catastrophe took place near a village named Torre del Beerzo in Leon province of Spain's El Beerzo region. In a tunnel, 3 trains crashed into each other, brutally claiming 78 lives. However, subsequent findings estimated that there were over 500 fatalities. Fire busted the tunnel and lasted for over 2 days, making rescue of possible survivors nearly impossible, and hence to date. Sadly, there is no actual figure that suggests how many lost their lives that day. Number 7. Balvano train disaster, Italy, 1944. On March 3, 1944, a steam-hauled freight train carrying unauthorized passengers halted on a steep gradient in the Army Tunnel, killing more than 426 of them from carbon monoxide poisoning. The mishap happened close to Balvano in southern Italy. The engine used low-quality wartime coal, which produced less heat than regular coal. It also produced copious amounts of carbon monoxide, which is odorless but highly toxic, sulfur, and ash. This type of coal was banned in the United States and Britain, but the Allies handed it over to Italy. It was deadly in the narrow space of the Army Tunnel. Number 6. Ufot train disaster, Soviet Union, 1989. The Ufot train accident occurred on June 4, 1989, on the Kybyshev Railway in the Soviet Union, some 31 miles outside of the city of Ufa. With 575 verified fatalities, it was the bloodiest railroad catastrophe in Soviet and Russian history. Number 5. Bihar train disaster, India, 1981. A passenger train carrying over 800 passengers between Mansi and Sayuria, India, derailed on June 6, 1981, and slammed into the Bagmati River. After 5 days, more than 200 bodies had been found, and hundreds more were still missing, possibly carried away by the river. Over 500 people are thought to have perished in all. Number 4. Guadalajara train disaster, Mexico, 1915. An engineer lost control of an overloaded passenger train on January 22, 1915, in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. The train derailed and slammed into a ravine. More than 600 people lost their lives. Yaqui Indian soldiers who were part of Carranza's army committed suicide after learning that their relatives had passed away. Others vowed to exact revenge on the train crew, but they too had perished in the catastrophe. Number 3. Sayuria rail disaster, Romania, 1917. The ภิștăști-Barlad rail line Sayuria station in Romania, which has a passing loop, was the site of the Sayuria rail accident on January 13, 1917. The derailment and following fire claimed the lives of between 600 and 1,000 passengers. Number 2. 𝗬𝗎𝗔𝗡𝗧 derailment, France, 1917. At least 1,000 French soldiers were killed when a troop train derailed in 𝗬𝗎𝗔𝗡𝗧 on December 12, 1917, while they were returning home from the Italian front of World War I. As it traveled down the Moraine Valley line, their train derailed. More than 700 people lost their lives. Number 1. Sri Lanka tsunami rail disaster, Sri Lanka, 2004. With at least 1,700 fatalities, the tsunami-related train tragedy in Sri Lanka in 2004 ranks as the deadliest rail accident in history. It happened when a tsunami that followed the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake destroyed a cramped passenger train on a coastal track in Sri Lanka. Due to delays in rescue services, only about 900 were recovered. The rest are said to have been swept out to sea or carried away by relatives. The nearby town of Peralillo was destroyed. Hundreds of locals were killed and all but 10 buildings were destroyed. More than 200 of the bodies recovered from the sinking site have never been identified. These were later buried in Buddhist tradition next to the demolished train tracks. The tsunami claimed more than 30,000 lives across Sri Lanka in total. That's a huge amount for a population of less than 20 million. We hope nothing like this ever happens to any one of us, and this doesn't deter you from traveling by train. You can also check out this train crash compilation video too. For more content like this, drop a like or subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.